Stephanie, what is the takeaway other than I probably need to work a little bit on my pitching performance?
I'm glad you got that out of it.
Hey.
Could you have imagined, though, using generative AI for this type of analysis a few years ago?
Nope.
I love that this is valuable anywhere that visually analyzing a process makes sense.
I mean, you think about quality control in manufacturing, process optimization on some large production line, even troubleshooting parts inside a generator. That's amazing capabilities there.
Yeah, so the list is pretty endless.
Yeah.
And this is something that you just couldn't do well at scale before AI.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about sports and AI use cases. It's a problem. But even within Google, we have that AI basketball coach right here at Next. Have you tried that?
Well, I tried it yesterday.
Here we go.
Where it actually coached me on elbow position, height, and knee bend. So basically everything.
You're roasting my pitching when that's what we're looking at.
But, okay,
Come
fine.
on,
I deserve that. I deserve that.
The recent work we did with our CEO Jeremy Bloom and his team at the Winter X Games to build an AI commentator and score analyzer. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was. So that work added another dimension to what Jake talked about, which is essentially that Gemini can see and help make sense of information that isn't immediately apparent to the human eye. In just 8 weeks, a small team of cloud developers built an AI commentator that could add an entirely new element to the fan experience for men's superpipe: AI scoring and analysis, for the first time ever during a live action sports event.
That's so cool, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think Gemini accurately predicted the top 3 winners based on just analyzing their practice runs.
Yeah, exactly right.
Wow.
And X Games is super interested in this idea of AI as an unbiasing mechanism, pairing AI insights with human expertise to help remove bias from competitions.
These things can watch longer than we can. We might miss something for a second, but the AI doesn't, which is great.
Yeah, it's true. I also love this idea that Jake touched on, of AI as a coach. Like, how can you use vast amounts of nuanced data to improve performance? I feel like we're going to see a lot of momentum in this space next year.
No doubt. It's great that AI is making things faster, less expensive, but I'm actually really excited about the ability to do entirely new things that weren't possible before. Where is this all going? What should we all be preparing for? So far, we've seen what's next. What's after next?
Well, let's take a look at 2 areas where our industry is changing even further. We're giving you interfaces that are more powerful, responsible agents that are more helpful, and a cloud platform that helps you orchestrate it all.
Nowhere else you get all that. Yep, AI is showing in more places, not just your IDE and notebook, right? Think of agents as teammates that partner with us in all of the different places that we work.
We'll show you how an agent powered by Google AI partners with you to do deep data analysis using BigQuery, Vertex AI, and Colab. This will make getting insights and answers from your enterprise data dramatically easier and will make you a hero to your business stakeholders.
Love
so
that.
Please give it up for Jeff Nelson.
Here we go, Jeff.
Thank you, Stephanie. Who else here loves data? All right. Me too. I've worked with data for over a decade and know firsthand just how hard it is to turn that raw data into something useful. Today, I'll show how our new data science agent helps us turn that raw data into a data app. This app will help sales managers access personalized forecasts at our construction company. I'll start in a BigQuery notebook that's powered by Colab to build our forecast. To do so, I'm going to check out my product sales table with a little bit of SQL code that I pasted in from the clipboard. We can see the table here, and if you'll notice, there's a DF beside the input. DF stands for data frame, and that's BigQuery loading its results into a Python data frame. Python allows us to use libraries like BigFrames to execute my code over tables of any size. So I'll use it to paste in a little bit more Python to drop a few columns we don't need for our analysis. And I'll write one more cell to aggregate total sales by fields like order date and customer state. And this just helps give us some metrics for the rest of our forecast. This tabular view here is great, but seeing the data is even better. So when I switch over to the chart view, I can start to spot interesting patterns or potential issues before going deeper. Next, I'll use this data to forecast sales with the Gemini data science agent that's built into this notebook. All I need to do is click Ask Agent, and I'll input a prompt to generate a sales forecast from our input table. From here on out, all code is generated and executed by the Gemini data science agent. This is a collaborative process, so the data science agent acts kind of like my peer. We can go back and forth in simple natural language in this chat box, and you'll also notice that the agent uses Spark for feature engineering. This is only possible because of our new serverless Spark engine in BigQuery. So switching between SQL, Spark, and Python is now easy and allows developers like you and me to use the right tool for the job. That's something I think we could all get used to. So here the Spark code reads from our input table, applies some light transformations, and writes to a transform table. Next, to build the forecast, our agent uses a new Google foundation model called TimesFM. It's meant for forecasting, and it's accessible directly in BigQuery. Unlike traditional models, this one's pre-trained on massive time series data sets, so I can get forecasts simply by inputting my data. Let's take a quick look at the output. I'll exit out of the data science agent, and we can see for every product ID and date combination, we now have a forecasted value as well as lower and upper bounds for a 95% confidence interval. But our chart view helps us see this even better. And this is the kind of thing I want to share with my sales managers. But for that, I'm going to need a data app so that all of my assets are packaged up and easily shareable. But here's a secret. I don't really like building apps. So watch this. Right within this notebook, I can click Create Data App. Select the cells I'm interested in publishing. In this case, it'll just be the visualization. I can click Next, and I'll leave the default inputs here. When I click Create, BigQuery packages everything up and gives me a link that's external. That means this forecast is now a data app that's accessible to everyone. So sales managers can now directly access this app. They can input their own parameters and get personalized forecasts without needing to know any data science at all. Now that's powerful. So I'm psyched about this too. So we easily transformed raw data into a fully deployed forecasting data app, made possible by this data science agent. But wait, there's more. We're also launching specialized agents for data engineers, data analysts, and business users in preview. And the data science agent you just saw integrated in BigQuery notebooks is coming soon. You can also get started in Colab today. So scan the QR code on the screen and start building. I can't wait to see what you create. Thank you.
That was amazing. Did you hear him say he does not like building apps? Congratulate Jeff on his first and last time on the main stage keynote. Congratulations.